Okay. We're talking about the foundation of every trade, the foundation of every trade. So the foundation of every trade. So under the foundation of every trade, we're going to be talking about understanding pips. The last class I talked about pips, but I did not how would I say, I did not take like talk more on it. So today I'll be talking more on pips, understanding pips. Talking about lot size and also be talking about order type. I call it market order type, or let me say order type, market order type. So, sorry. So now foundation of everything, now understanding pips. What is pips? That is first thing you have to figure out. So if you're writing, please get your book. Right. How we I don't know by now. Sorry. I don't know by now. Everybody should have gotten their notes and write. I will be asking about the notes as time goes on so that we'll know how serious we are. Now, what is pips? Now, pips is the smallest unit of price movement in a currency pair. Pips is I write in my notes here. Pips is the smallest unit of price movement in a currency pair. Now, I'll repeat myself. Pips, actually, let me try to type, is the smallest unit, sorry, unit of price movement in a currency pair. Now, when we talk about pips, when we're talking about pips, let me try to close this. But when we talk about pips, we are talking about the movement of markets, the movement of the market. So you have to understand that pips is the movement of the market. That's what you understand. Now, it's the smallest unit of price movement. Now, you know what price is? I've told you before the first we are doing the first class. We talk about price is just the amount. Like now, if you're talking about you want to price sorry, if you talk about the price of a laptop, you can the price of laptop, the price of a laptop, so if I ask you to go and buy laptop, the first thing I will you will tell me that the price of the laptop is let me say is 500,000. I mean, you say the price of laptop is 500,000. That is the price of laptop. That is 500,000 is the tag price of the laptop. That means if I want to buy the laptop, I need 500,000. So the price, when we talk about price, it's just about the amount that is being placed on a currency. Are you with me? So when we talk about pips is the smallest unit of price movement in a currency. Now, the thing you have to understand when it comes to pips is price movement. Now, when I mean price movement, you know what price is? The price have moved from year to year. If I tell you that the price of laptop have moved from 500,000 to 800,000, you know, okay, that movement is called pips. I will explain. Price move from, let me say, 500,000 to 800,000. Okay. Are you with me? So of the movement of price from year to year, if you're following me, the movement of price from year to year is 300. No, sorry, 300,000. The price move from year to year. The movement is called pips. So I can say in a layman language, I can say that means using laptop as our price, that laptop as our commodity is that price move from 500,000 to 800,000. That means price move by 300,000. Sorry. price moved by 300,000. So 300,000 is called the pips. Price moved from 500,000 to 800,000. So 300,000 is called pips. Are you with me? So based on this understanding, I think you just get an understanding of it. So pips is just the movement, is the price movement in the currency pair. So if you're talking about now, look at this pair now. This GBP AUD. GBP means pounds. Whenever you see Great Britain pounds, Great Britain pounds, like G Great Britain pounds. So AUD means Australia, I see Australian dollars, Australian dollars, Australian dollars. So this is a pair. I don't need to explain what currency pair, but if you don't understand, go back to the last class. But everybody understand currency pair, when the two currency, this is a currency that is pounds and Australian dollar coming together is a currency. So pips is the smallest unit of price movement in a currency pair. So this is a currency pair. This is one currency pair. Because it's two, it's called pair. This is a currency pair. So when price move from, let's say price move from 500,000 to 800,000, price move that is 300,000. So now look at this place. Everyone look at this place. What you see 2.012. Like, can you see it, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you can see it, let me move this up. Now, if price move from, if you look at this place now, these are price tag. You see 2.0100, you see 2.00080, you see 2.00600, you see 2.00400. I see these are called price tag. I mean, these are the price. So if price move from here to this point, it is called pips, the movement of the market. I guess so price move in pips. I with me. So I think by this you can understand. Do you understand the basic of pips now? Any question? Just if you have a question, just write it down. I will deal with it after the class so I can move faster. Now, let's now once price move, let me say for example, we have, let me use this pounds AUD. If you have something like we have 2 points, we have 2.0, let's say 0.80, are you with me? To 2.0090. Now, if price move from here to this point, okay, let me use the one that is on the screen so that you can follow me. Now, look at price move from 2.8080. Let me say. Now, price move from 2.80. I'm trying to guess that the one at the screen can match. Just follow me. Price move from 2.00800 to 2.0100. I get him. That is price move from here to this point. Ask me. So price move from 2.0800080 to this point. Now, if you want to calculate the movement of the market, price move from this price to this price. So what you do that you minus this one from this one. If you minus this up one from this one, that means you have, that is what you have 200. So you are saying that price move from here to this point. When you minus 2.800, let's do that in a calculator for those. I think I cannot. I don't want to display calculator here, but let me just do that with my own calculator here. So let me say I have price move from 2 points. If you have a calculator there, do it yourself. 0.80 to 2.010. So 2 points. You minus this one from this one. You know, there's a system where you can use to calculate it. I'll teach you later, but I just want to show you something. 2.010, that is 2.01000 to 2. 0.00800. So 2.01000 minus 2.00800. So now you have the answer will be 0.002. Are you with me? Now, price move from here to this point is what? Is 0.002. Is 0.00, we can now call it 0.002 pips. So, sorry. Pips. So pips is just the movement of the market. Are you with me? So if price move from here to this point, once you minus it, the amount, the difference is called the pips. Are you with me? So that is how we understand the pips. So I can see the market move in 0.02 pips. Are you with me? Market move, let me say market is in 500,000. You now move to 800,000. I can say market move in 300,000 pips. I understand. So when you hear a terminology like pips, what comes to your mind exactly is the price movement. Market move in 50 pips. Market move increase in 20 pips. Market increase in 200 pips. So that the price tag is different from each other. Look at this one now. This one have 2.001,000. If you go to, let me say, I go to let me use another currency. Let me say GBP USD. And look at this one. Look at the price action here. Look at the price movement. You have 1.16. So the price currently now, the currency, the price tag of Euro USD now. Look at this blue line. Because my market I'm not used. Look at this blue line. It's 1.1664. So if in the next, let me say in the morning, and price from here come to this point, are you with me? I'll minus 1.164 minus this. That is what, if you're a good mathematician, that is 14. So price have moved, my price have dropped from this point to this point. And price dropped in 14 pips. The price moved from here to here. Price have increased in 6 pips. From here to this point, that is 64 to 70, that is 6. Price have moved what? In 6 pips. So that's how we calculate pips in forex market. Pips, calculation of pips is just the movement of the market. Are you with me? I already know that something underline. Okay. Are you with me? So that is that. So every currency have its own different price tag. That's what you have to understand. So the different to how to calculate it is very simple. Where you are expecting market to go from where you are, or for where market is. So if I expect market to go from here, from this point to this point, I'll minus this one from here. I mean, just as simple as that. But when I first started I think 4 years ago, we used to calculate. Then we used to calculate. We sit down, we write. I'll carry my pen. I'll carry my book. I'll be writing. Oh, market will move 4 pips. I'll do it. I'll do the math. But now, technology have taken over. You don't need to be doing your math and be doing minus, plus, and minus. You just take your by, put your step, put your step, put your plus. The algorithm of Meta 5 will help you calculate it sharp. But before, there was nothing like that. There was nothing like shifting essay. Then you have to carry. I have my book. All my order is in my book. My where I will take my buy, where I will take off my essay, my TP, everything is in my book. But now everything have everything has advanced, and which help people a lot. So so we have to understand how to calculate. I've already explained how to calculate pips. You have to understand how to calculate pips because your knowledge of calculating pips will make you understand the amount that you will lose and the amount that you will gain. If you don't know how to calculate pips, you will not know the amount that you will lose and the amount that you gain. Let me then let me give an instance. So that will now lead us to, let me say I said, okay, market is in this point, that is 2 points. Let's pick this one here. Market is in 2.2, is it sorry? 2.02600. And I said market will move from here. Maybe sorry, let me use this point. Sorry, look up everybody. I want to just follow this meeting. I'm just trying to second just let me just okay. Let me just put 49. So 0.0 so 649. Are you with me? So let me say I said that market will move from here to this point. Are you with me? So if I want to know the movement of the market, I want to know how much I make and how much I lose. So let's say market move from here to this point. Market will move like let me say 40 pips. Are you with me? That means I gain 40 pips. Now, if I say market should move from here to this point, our market now drop, market was here, now drop down to this point. I've lose how many pips like that? If you can calculate, that means I'll lose, if you die, we do two answers, one, sorry, that will be 70 pips. I've lose 70 pips. Because I analyze wrong, or the market just go against me. I've lose 70 pips. I get in it now. So understanding the pips will make you understand how you are going to calculate how much you will make and how much you will lose. So that now takes us to lot size. Lot size. What is lot size? Try to be fast here so that I can take question and also teach this once and for all. And I don't want this video to also to be long. Like 40 minutes, we should be done with this class. How you can also rewatch the video. So now, what is lot size? What is lot size? Majority of forex that does not understand what lot size, they just, oh, I don't know that, okay, I'll just knock 0.01, 0.02, but they don't understand the basic thing of lot size. When I started forex, I have to understand all these details. So what I'm telling you, I read it in the book. Nobody was able to teach me. I read it in all the baby pips. I read that book. I mean, in the one night, I read over, and that book is over like 200 pages, if I'm not mistaken. Read it so boring. How to understand, ask question, and be reading. So now, what is loss? I'll just explain it. Loss is the volume, because you're writing. Loss is the volume or the quantity of currency you are trading. I'll repeat. Lot size is the, let me start from the word lot. Lot is the volume, or you call it lot size, anyway, like lot size is the volume or quantity of currency you are trading. Now, when you talk about lot, now if you use your dictionary, if I want to get a water, I want to get a water, I want to get, I'm in a river, follow me, I'm in a river, and I want to get water in that river. The resource, like the resource I used to get the water will determine how many water, like how much quantity of water I will have. It means that if I want to get water to do something, I want to from a river, what I use, that means the bucket I use to get the water will determine the amount of water I will have. If someone that use a bucket that is, let me say, that is that that is small, maybe 50, what is the called the size of a 50 um 50 ml, are you with me? 50, I say 50 ml, yes, 50 ml size. If someone get a bucket of 50 ml size, it will not, the water that the person that will get, the water the person will get from the stream is different from the person that took, let me say, 1000 ml bucket. That's the concept. So lot size is just the quantity or volume of coins you want to trade. Now, whenever you're coming into the market is just like a river. It's just like the lot size is the bucket you're using to fetch from the river. Are you getting the concept? It's the bucket I used to fetch from the river. So if I'm coming with a 0.0, the route is 0. The least lot size is 0. The least, I mean, the least bucket, let me just like that I can understand. The least lot size, when you come to currency pair, not synthetic and or go down, teach you down later. Another mentor will come in to teach you synthesis and that. So just know that this mentorship is full of many things. We're talking about synthetic and many things. I'll not do that as bonus. But I will not be teaching synthesis, but I'll do that as bonus. Now, 0.01 is the least lot size when it comes to currency pair. Now, in this 0.01, if you use 0.01, that is the least lot size. And me, I use 10 lot size. Now, what I will get from the market will be different from what you will get from the market. Because why? Because we're using different currency pair. Even though we are coming into the trade, into the same we're using different lot size. Even though we're coming into trade with the same currency pair, are you with me? But we're using different currency lot size. So we're using different lot size. So we cannot have the same amount of money. So that's the same as used as the river. We cannot have the same amount of water because we're using different buckets. And our bucket will determine the amount of water we'll get. And the reason I'm using the reason why you are using 0.01 is because of the money you have. I guess because we'll talk about risk management, I'm talking about this. Now, someone that uses 0.01 and me that use 10 lot size will have different results when it comes to making money. Because 10 lot size is bigger than 0.01. That is one thing you have to understand. So when you take the same trade with me, maybe I give a signal, I take the same trade, and maybe I'm making $1,000 and you're making $10. It's not because of the strategy or because it took it early. No, it's because of the lot size. Our lot size is different. What we use to fetch the money from the forex market, financial market, is different. I get the concept. So once you have to also understand in this now that, please, if you can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know. Maybe I'm talking to my. Can you hear me, please? Are you following?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what you have to understand is that because you use 0.01, you have low risk. I will have high risk. What does it mean? That if someone that carry a little bucket to the I'm using it as like people can understand. Those who are watching video can understand. If we take a little bucket to the stream, the assurance of you carrying that little bucket will be you can carry a little bucket more than you are carrying a big bag. I will need more hands to carry my big bag. So if you are coming to the forex market 0.01, just know that you're going to make small profit and you're going to risk small. If I'm coming with this big this thing, I'm going to risk more and I'm going to make more. Are you getting it? So the difference is that I will make more and I will risk more. The difference is that you're going to make little, but you will risk little. So it depends. You can control it. I can decide to use 0.01. I can decide to use 10. This is one thing that's one thing that I love about forex. You can control it. I can decide to, okay, this is the amount of bucket I want to carry to the river. Nobody can force you. Nobody can push you around and say, oh, no bucket can take it by themselves. No, you are the one that will decide the amount of money you are taking into the bucket. Now, that bucket you are saying that I use an example as bucket to the stream. Replace that bucket in your mind as money. Are you with me? This is the stream here. This is the pair. Replace that bucket as money. Okay, I'm taking 0.01. This is 0.01 is equal to 1 cent. I'm taking 1 cent to the market. The amount of water we take, the amount of money we take will be equal to the amount of bucket that I have. I think I have explained this word for everybody to understand. I will understand. You can also ask question when it's question time. So let me be
Yes, sir.
let me but when we talk about mini lot size, standard lot size, the standard lot size that we have, We're talking about when we talk about standard, when you hear somebody say that saying standard loss, I'm using standard loss size. It's not a big English. Standard loss size we have is one upward. Are you getting my point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100, 200. That is standard loss size. So when you talk about mini loss size, we like mini loss size. So we're talking about something from 0.01. Sorry, 0.10. These are classified as 0.10 to 0.0, like downward. So downward, 0.10 downward. Are you with me? 0.10 downward. We have what we call micro loss size. Now, this micro loss size is that from 0.01 to 0.10. Is what we call micro loss size. Now, mini loss size from 0.10 to 1. Are you following? So that is just this is called we call this one upward. We call it standard loss. Let me put it down so you can write it. Standard loss. Sorry, I think this one is N not R. R not N. So one upward is standard. So these are just the loss size we use. I've explained what loss size is, just the amount that you are willing to use to fetch the money from this thing. So let me now mix these two things together. Now I explain what pips is. Let me say for you to understand the amount I'm risking and the amount I'm losing. If I say market is moving from here to this point, I said it's so how many pips? Is 6 pips. If you are following, is it 6? This 6 pips. You can think market move for, let me say market move from the let's say okay, I think sorry, that is not 6. So that is 3. I think 3. Okay, let's look from this side. Look up this 700 here. I think this 700 weapons. So this 2.02700. Let me put a line there. Now, let's say market move from here. Market was here this night, and market move from here to this point. That is how many pips? That is 1. Sorry. 10. That is 6. That will be 6 pips. Just forget about this one. This last number here. Forget about it. So, but we'll do that calculation later. That one is, but there's a system where Forex will be able to calculate the pips. I think I have it here. If let me look for that. Uh, oh, fast. Fine. Oh, okay, this is price range. Now, let me. Can you see it? Now, what are you seeing there? You are seeing what? 54 is 5. So forget about the last number. The reason you are seeing minus because market drops. You understand what I mean? So if I put it like this, can you see? Now you are seeing plus here. Let me delete this one. I'm seeing plus here. That market move from here to this point. Let's look at this place here, but that you see 5 points. What? 5 points. So that's why I say you can move this 2 here. So market moving how many pips? 5 pips. So market moving 5 pips. What buckets do you use? You use, let me say you use 0.01. I want to show you what I teach. 0.01 times 5. So what you are doing is 0. Let me times it. Is 0. The amount of buckets and the movement of the market. I use that is 0.01, 0.01 times 5 times 10. Just always times it with 10. So that will give you, if you are checking it, 0.01 times 5 times 10. It will give you 0.5 dollars. And because it's dollars that you use to trade it. How is me? The dollar that you use, it's dollars you fund your account. It's dollars you are bringing into the market. Your bucket is, okay, I think it's a question. The definition of lot size again. Okay, why should we always times it with 10? Because the reason you're timing it with 10, it is because 10 is a standard lot. Standard something you have to times it with 10. It's a standard distance so that you can have an accurate I don't want, it's a language I want to use, but as with time goes on, just times with the 10, just understand that you times with 10. For you asking about for those someone that is asking about definition of lot size again, please I beg you just watch the video again so that I will not waste time because I have to watch the video as fast as possible. So just watch the video again. So is that the lot size times the pips times 10. The 10 is standard. Just like let me just say constant. Now you get what? $0.5. I'll tell you how to do it. I can use a system to get it here. But let me just focus on this on what question again. Okay. So now let's assume that this is what this the bucket you use. Now this is the bucket I use. That is 10 lot size. Now I will times 10 times what is the same movement? Let me say movement 5 pips times the standard lot times 10. Now what to be the result? That is 5, sorry, 10 times 5 times 10. Now I will have 500. Are you with me? $500. Now you are getting $0.5. Me, I'm getting $500. The difference was because of the lot size. You use smaller lot size, I use bigger lot size. Now, because I'm getting $500, does not mean that I will not risk more. I will risk more because I'm bringing more. The higher my lot size, the higher my risk. The lower my lot size, the lower my risk. Let's assume that okay, price was here. Price was here now. This point, this same price was here. Then you now said price should price to move to this point. All right. So price to move to this point. That's what you in. Sorry, I want to do this more. Okay. You said price to move upward. Are you with me? But price now move downward. Price went against you because we didn't look at the analysis where you didn't put some factors where then price go against you. Now, if price go against you, same thing. Now, price go against you with 5 pips. That is -5. Now, you will lose $0.0. If me and you take the same analysis, me, I will lose what? $500. Are you seeing it? I'm risking high to get high. You are risking low to get low. That's what about Forex. Your risk is depending on your appetite. Now, I think.
Sorry.
Okay, is there any question?
Yeah, sorry, sir. Sorry, I wanted to ask a question. You said I wanted to ask a question. According to the lot size, standard lot size, you said 0.01 times 5, that is by the pips, then times 10, that is standard lot size. So I want to ask you, is this formula, is this subjected to this?
No, the 10 there is a constant.
Yes, I understand. I understand that, sir. Don't get me wrong. I
Okay.
understand that, sir. There's a question I want to ask. I was just saying that so you should get what I'm trying to say, sir. So now, is this formula is it derivative to our funds, to our equity, to our margin that we have on ground?
Yes.
Imagine now you said this is 0.01 times 5, that's 5 pips, then times 10 our standard, that's the normal standard constant lot size, then we have $0.5. So if this 0.01, if it's equivalent to like 0.01 of our, is it equivalent to 0.01